My name's Ben. I live close to the Fens, a vast low-lying area of land in eastern England which has supported man for centuries. And I just want 5 minutes of your time to tell you about a great change and danger we face together over the next 50 years. Before the 17th century, the Fens were a watery wilderness, but they are very important because they provided wildfowl and fish for man's table, reed and sedge for his cottage roof, and peat blocks, which when dug and dried were fuel for his fire. Although huge numbers of wildfowl were taken in decoy traps, like this one at Peakirk, the fenland waste was so vast that nature replenished her larder as fast as man could exploit the land's rich offerings. The process was therefore sustainable, but things were soon to change. In the mid-17th century, rich and influential men employed Dutch engineers to dig channels throughout the fen, and these man-made rivers, together with sluices and wind-driven pumps, enabled the waterlogged land to be drained. The last great local lake, Whittlesea Mere, was drained round 1850, and soon after an iron post, a pillar from Crystal Palace, was driven into the soft soil until its top was level with the ground. The land dried out, and today the top of the post stands 4 metres above ground level. The drainage of the fens was not popular with everyone. They were protested from those who had made good livings from the fenland waste, but these objections were put aside. The land dried and was ploughed, and every year the fertile soil has produced bumper harvests of grain and vegetables. Although the land is now dry, water levels still have to be managed by pumping. Because much of the fen is below sea level, this never-ending task is carried out by some 400 pumping stations, which lift water into channels, which drain into a giant sluice at Denver. Here at low tide, the gates are opened, and fenland water flows out into the North Sea. The Fens are now home to 500,000 people, and as you drive through, life seems all settled and peaceful. However, a great threat is now looming, which could once again change the face of the Fens and the role they play in the life of man. This great danger has the pleasant-sounding name of global warming, a condition caused by man's activities throughout the world, which are generating vast quantities of greenhouse gases. Pollution from industrial processes, aeroplanes and vehicles is slowly destroying the Earth's protective ozone layer. As a result, the temperature of the planet is increasing, the polar ice caps are melting, sea levels are rising, and the weather patterns are becoming more extreme. At the moment, the temperature rise is small, up just 1 degree centigrade since 1961, but a further rise of 1.5 degrees is expected by 2050. This change will have dramatic and alarming consequences for all low-lying land, and without effective flood protection, the Fens will be the first and worst to suffer. So what is to be done? Or is it already too late? Are effective flood protection schemes possible? Or affordable? Is it possible to maintain the present pattern of farming in the Fens? Or will nature and water reclaim the land that was taken from her by the Dutch drainage engineers in the 17th century? Committees of scientists are already hard at work, doing studies and tests, and governments of the world are being urged to ensure their countries reduce harmful pollution in the hope that the worst effects of climate change can be prevented. Please think very seriously about the issues and consequences raised by this short film, and do make an effort to follow the continuing debate, and above all, please do whatever you can to help protect this wonderful planet on which we live.